The day I proposed to her was the day after the day I realized girls only hook up anonymously with dudes of a certain height. I'd love to have tons of anonymous sex, but I've never had any anonymous sex because if you're my height or shorter, or maybe even like a few inches taller than me, girls have to be in love with you before they sleep with you. Somewhere in Nevada, there's an ancient statue of unknown origin, like Easter Island, except it looks more like a Bob's Big Boy type character, I think. A pot-bellied, smiling lad extending his arm at about 6'2". And underneath the arm it says, in every human language that has ever existed or ever will exist, you must be this tall to be a sexually promiscuous man. I wish I had known about that statue before I got these 3 tattoos. Not to say I don't love her, I do, but that's not really that important. I also love strawberry rhubarb pie and Mortal Kombat and the rock group Journey and my possibly schizophrenic friend Matthew Elmer, who may or may not have recently tried to burn down my and Chloe's apartment after an argument over preferred cereal brands. The important thing is I need her to make informed decisions about my life and to show me how to do basic things. Here's why. Let me put it this way. Parents, if right now you're thinking about raising your kids as like a reaction to the hard times you yourself have had, like because you had to learn to fend for yourself, you want your kids to never have to worry about anything, please don't do it that way. That's how my parents did it, and it's absolutely not worth it for kids like me, just because of the number of times your kid will end up embarrassing himself at 7-Eleven having a credit card and actually not knowing how it works. Handing the card to the man behind the counter and watching him point to the credit card machine your kid is supposed to wipe his card through and being like, no, you don't understand, I'm not interested in whatever that little string on the side there is. And the man behind the counter will be like, swipe it through, please. And your kid will be like, no, you idiot. I'm trying to pay for this bag of extreme sour gummies and these cigars. So please take the card and do whatever it is you do with the card to make the money thing happen. Or the time where your little darling will have to ask his or her college roommate, as I have had to, not only how to boil water on the stove, but how to tell when the water is boiling. Don't even get me started on the food poisoning. You can't convince me that a destitute child in Uganda or somewhere would envy the amount of food poisoning I've accidentally induced on myself and guests of my apartment before I moved in with her. Parents basically have to make a choice on the day their kid is born. Do they want to teach their kid about money and food and clothes, or do they want their kid to end up in the hospital getting his stomach pumped at 20 because he tried to make a bagel? So that's why I wanted to marry her. That is because of that sex statue leering at me in the desert night. You're not so tough.